All right. So let's get this party started with Matchup of the Ages. You can see it right now. We've got two movies. So we chose these two movies with the same critic scores, but from two different generations, right? So
Correct.
we've got old versus new. Which one is best, right? We debate, then we vote. And I'm going to start us off because it's age before beauty, right? So I am older than some other people in this room or house. I don't know. But we're going to start with The Big Sleep. Why? Why did I choose this? I chose The Big Sleep because, well, it's Bogart. Humphrey Bogart's amazing. So I'm going to give a little bit of what I think is some pretty cool facts about Bogart. Born on Christmas Day, 1899. So for this film, he was 46 years old. Even though in the film, do you remember what age he said he was? Because he said in the beginning of the film, this is how old I am. Remember that?
I remember him saying an age, and then I could not believe it. I was like, "There's no way."
Right. Well, but it's Bogart. He can say whatever he wants to say. He said he was 30. He said he was 38.
Okay.
But he wasn't. He was 46. That's okay. He got his big break in the lead role for Maltese Falcon, which is 1941. So he really didn't start. He didn't really hit it until he was 41 years old. He died young at the age of 57. And that's Bogart. We're not going to go super big into Bogart because we want to talk about the movie. Yeah. And I thought this movie, I picked it because it was wildly complicated. But it just kept my attention. So it's one of those things where it's just like, wait, another little thingy happened, and yet I'm still like, okay, let's keep going with this. So that's what I love about some of those old movies. This was actually a little bit longer than a lot of the movies were right around 90 minutes. This was longer than that. Lauren Bacall, who he ended up marrying 3 months after this film was done.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was 21 in this film, and this film it had a budget of 1.6 million, but it grossed 4.9. So it was obviously very successful at the time.
It's a lot of Bitcoin at the time.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah. So I love Bogart, but I love this classic type of film noir, which is it's spooky, it's suspenseful, it's mysterious, and then we've got all these twists and turns. So The Big Sleep to me was a no-brainer to start out with old versus new, Matchup of the Ages. I can't think of all the Bogart movies that I've watched, but this was one that rewatching it was like, oh yeah, that was great. I really liked this part of that part. So let's keep talking about The Big Sleep, and then we'll go into.
Well, let me introduce The Fugitive.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Out with the old, in with the new.
Oh, wow. That was fast. That was get rid of this old stuff.
I didn't choose The Fugitive as much as it chose me.
Wow.
See how fast Harrison Ford is running at me right now?
He's so fast you can't see anything beside him. Is that a subway? Like, I don't even know.
So, like Tony said, so Tony picked a movie, and then we said to AI, what's a movie with the same critic score? And this scored really closely to it. So it was interesting to watch them. I watched them back to back. So Big Sleep and then The Fugitive the next day. For those who don't know, what's that?
Okay. I think I did that too.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Harrison Ford has a beard in this movie. Starts off with a beard.
Big beard.
Yeah.
Jump scare.
He looks great as a bearded man. He's framed for murdering his wife. And he's with the police, and he says, a man with a hook for an arm murdered my wife. And that's kind of, I'm not pitching this very well. This is the trailer. And then Tommy Lee Jones plays a cop who's after him. So it's a great matchup. Well, in the film, it's a great matchup because Tommy Lee Jones doesn't care about justice. He just cares about doing his job. And there's that famous line where Harrison says, I didn't kill my wife. And Tommy Lee Jones says,
I don't care.
I don't care. Supposedly that was improv. Which interestingly, later in the film, they reference it again, which I wonder if then they added that to the script later. Anyways, we can talk about that. Harrison Ford, obviously, the only thing he cares about is justice, is finding the man who really killed his wife, or is he making him up? Like, seems like a wacky set of circumstances. So it's cool because it starts off, Act 1 is like this chase, is like an escape and then a chase. And then the second half of the film is a lot more slowly paced, I would say. It's like, okay, now we're in a hospital.
He's trying to exonerate himself.
He's trying to exonerate himself.
He's trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I'm not saying it's bad.
No,
it was interesting.
It's a great movie.
I watched Fugitive as a kid, and I remember being really excited by it. And I think all I remember is the beginning, right? Because that's like, it's like the murder and the framing and then the escape, and it's all really exciting. And then
The train thing was crazy.
The train thing is crazy.
The train thing
I was
was
like,
crazy.
man, they really went all out on this
On the train.
special effects shot.
Yeah.
So, Sam, what are your thoughts? Old versus new?
I did not really like The Fugitive. And I thought I was really going to like it. And the best part of it for me was Tommy Lee Jones. Far and away. That Oscar was completely deserved.
He won an Oscar for it.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay, good job.
But I'll have to choose The Big Sleep over.
You're already choosing? Oh! All right. Well, wow. You come out hot.
You came out with the gun ablazing.
Okay. Well, let me say something about The Big Sleep that I did not like at all.
Oh.
Compared to The Fugitive.
Oh.
You talked about all these different plot lines.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, layers. Sometimes a bunch of layers isn't.
Look, it's good in baklava, but it's not good. It's not great in everything.
It's not good in onions.
No.
I want to get those onions peeled and in the dish.
Okay.
Too many layers. I felt like I was confused at the plot. I had to look up on my phone what is happening.
Oh, come
and I felt like a
you had to look
stupid
up. You
idiot.
had to look on your phone.
I did.
That's when you just slow down and go back to the beginning.
You have to restart a movie you're watching.
Why not?
That's your argument.
It's like
I'm not gonna
dying.
go to
It's
my-
like dying in a video game and you have to start over.
I'm not going
Is
to my
that how
phone.
you watched it?
I'm not saying
You're
that I did
smart
that.
enough to get it.
No, I didn't say that
Okay.
either. I'm just saying that your point is valid in that it was very like, wow, what's going on? There's a lot of stuff. Layers, yeah. This is like a 9-layer salad, not even a 7-layer salad. It's 9
11
layers.
layers.
It's a lot of layers. But I think, Sam, you will agree with me that the way that they did this was masterful because it was unlike a lot of old movies at the time, which were like, okay, it's cut and dry. We've got this thing, but they did a great job of, whoa, no, what about this and what about that?
Yeah.
I don't want to give everything
Interesting
away.
characters.
What's a whoa, what about this, what about that moment?
Okay.
It's more, it's like, it was so...
When the little man, remember the little man who gets poisoned? I don't want to
Yes.
give it away, but I mean, you guys, first of all, you need to watch this, folks, because this was amazing. But the little man gets poisoned and his love life gal who is going to marry, she opens up kind of a new aspect where Humphrey Bogart's got to go to her to get some information.
Yeah.
So there's...
Yeah, but it's like, you got to go here so that you can go there so that you can go to this other place. It didn't feel like layers as much as dominoes.
Look, in 1946, that's what you had to do. I mean, it wasn't easy. You didn't have...
Okay, people will understand that I don't compare movies to the time. Is it a good movie or not? That's what I'm saying. Okay, here's what I'll say about The Fugitive.
Sure.
Simple, straightforward
Predictable.
stakes. What's that?
Predictable.
That's a good point. It is predictable. But
Halfway through the movie, I knew how it was going to end.
The passion's predictable. I knew how that was going to end.
That's true, but I'm not like meditating on Harrison Ford.
right.
You're not.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Some people might be.
So the story, The Big Sleep, layers that don't intrigue me. Like I'm not. It was like, okay, for the time, maybe interesting. I'm just saying that The Fugitive, I was there the whole time. I was following with it. I wanted to know what happened. I think, to be honest, you'll notice my ranking later. Both movies to me aren't great.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I would say that. Yes.
Yeah. But I think, number one, this was a great matchup. And in that,
It was close for me.
I thought it was a good matchup, even though Sam's already come out and gave his vote, which is totally fine.
Maybe we'll change his mind.
I don't want to change his mind. You might want to change his mind.
Maybe you will. Let's keep some suspense here.
Yeah, but let me go back to The Fugitive. For me, this movie came out in 1993. So since I'm old, I'm just going to say it. I watched this as a freshman in college probably a dozen times. So it was super predictable because I knew what the outcome was going to be. But it is a fun movie to watch. I will give you that. It is a fun movie to watch.
Okay. A good movie to me, you have the transcendentals, not just the transcendentals, but like virtues get rewarded, vices get punished, or there's consequences for it, right?
Yes.
Okay, Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
He's like, he's seducing like every woman he comes across with.
It's not that he's seducing them. They just fall for him hand over fist.
He's not even attractive.
I know that. I totally agree. But that's just what happened.
He just has a stupid amount of confidence.
But you know what?
He's never looked in the mirror.
He probably did.
Okay, to be fair, that actually is my biggest pitfall with The Big Sleep.
Okay.
Was the lack of like a real like moral ending or justice.
The Fugitive is like just desserts and they're satisfying. It's like you get what you deserve. He goes to that place. I won't give it away. At the end, and the guy, and it's like just desserts. It's like you get what you deserve.
Sure.
Harrison gets what he deserves, which is vindication. And in that sense, it's a better film because it satisfies truth to me more. It's like, I think there was justice in The Big Sleep, but I was told this was a film about a just man in a crooked world.
Who told you that?
Somewhere online. You read my review, right?
A just man in a crooked world.
Yeah, it's like
that should have been the tagline.
Humphrey is
He was a good detective.
But he's not really a just man. He's always like leaning in and smoking in women's faces.
That's very crucial to the genre of film noir.
Everybody smoked back then.
It's okay to. I mean, I'm not talking about smoking as much as like okay, that scene with the librarian. Like, what even happened? Like, they're alone.
Yes,
and he's like, let's lock the door.
That is such a 40s thing, though. And Bogart,
it's a very well directed scene.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, if it's Humphrey versus Harrison,
in this
which is
situation,
one of the questions.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
I'm saying Harrison is someone I want to win, and Humphrey won, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but I'm more satisfied by Harrison's win at the end.
I see. I see that. I say Humphrey's character is a more interesting protagonist to me. I never once really doubted that Harrison Ford character could not get out of a problem that he was faced with.
That's true.
There was a lot going on. Look, at the end of the day, there's a lot going on in The Big Sleep. A lot. So
too much.
Maybe you say too much. I say a lot.
Humphrey was really cool. Like I want him to be my uncle. Like he's so cool.
He'd be a cool uncle. He would give you some smoke, whether you would like him or not. He'd be like, "You smoke this."
But
please.
The thing, he always did this. Is that a Humphrey thing or
no? I thought that was great because that was his thing in that movie where he's, I'm really curious. I'm thinking about this thing and I'm tugging on my ear.
Okay.
That was a for the time you have those types of things where it's like, oh, he's doing that thing. It's a part of that film. To me, Bogart obviously is an amazing actor. And I think Harrison Ford did an amazing job with The Fugitive. 100%. And I've seen The Fugitive, no question, over a dozen times. So we've got a vote. Sam, you've already given your vote. You want to stick with it?
Yeah, I will stick with it.
Okay, so Sam's going with The Big Sleep. Mr. O'Hearn, what do you say?
Ford with the beard.
Ford with the beard, even though he shaves it.
He shaves it, but man, once you see it, you never forget it.
He ran so much faster without the beard, which is why they put that on the movie poster.
I would say The Fugitive just by a hair, beard hair.
Okay. I'm going to be the tiebreaker.
Of course, I know what you're going to say.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay. No, please say the right thing.
Please
do the right thing.
I am going to choose the best of these two, and that's got to be The Big Sleep.
Okay.
Because Bogart rocked it out. So
all right,
we have our first winner, and it's old.
Yep.
And we're going to do this every episode, and it's going to be amazing. Public schools are out of control and homeschooling isn't for everyone. But what about Catholic schools? Even many Catholic schools are drifting away from the faith. Is your Catholic school one of them? The next generation is at risk of forgetting their Catholic tradition and losing their faith. That's why we love the work of the St. John Henry Newman Institute. They help revitalize Catholic schools. They train leaders, give grants for schools in need, and build roadmaps to help schools transform their curriculums. The John Henry Newman Institute is the guide that Catholic schools need, and it's simple. At jhni.org, schools go through a simple application and assessment process and receive a tailored transformation plan so that their Catholic school can embrace tradition and teach the fullness of the faith. Whether you work at a Catholic school or just drop your child off there, make sure your school joins the John Henry Newman Institute network so that you can get peace of mind knowing that your Catholic school is really fully Catholic. Learn more and join us at jhni.org, accelerating the renewal of Catholic education. That's jhni.org, jhni.org. If you liked that clip, which I'm sure you did, then check out our other clips. And don't forget to go into the comments section and hype this bad boy. Don't make me get fat cardinal. Hype it now.